Hello, welcome. This is my second update for my rolling project pan. My focus on these products since the last update wasn't as much as I would like, but at the same time, I'm not sad about it or beating myself up about it because I did use some of them. I reached for them, but I also use other things in my beauty capsule, so all around using what I have. I had a casualty since the last update, and this will be rolling out. I have some changes to this project as in goal wise, and I'll let you know as I select the products. So this one, I have it in this envelope. It's the Suqqu palette. It will be going into the trash after this, but the mirror cracked. I don't know how, what, when it happened. I just remember looking under my bed for something else and saw that this was there. And I was like, that's not supposed to be there. Took it out, opened it, and saw that the mirror cracked. Usually when I have any makeup product that the mirror cracks, I toss it. I do not want to risk injuring myself when perhaps shards of the glass or whatever particle material that was used to make the degree of mirror that's in here. I don't want to risk getting that, especially in my eyes. And something else that happened, there was a time when I was swatching it after the mirror broke just to compare a shade with another shade that I have, and I felt some irritation as if I had a splinter. I've had glass on my skin, in my skin before, and that irritation you feel, that's the same thing I felt, and I knew you're not coming close to my eyeballs. I had a dip in this shade. I used it a lot as a brow powder and also for my eye looks. Used the shades a lot, so I have some dip in it, but this one has the deepest dent made in it. These three were accidentally discovered for a blush that I wanted, and I've been using it that way before the glass shattered. So I have a little dip in these two mattes. This is a palette I will repurchase in the future. I don't know when. It retails for $26. Really enjoy this. It's a medium ground quality wise, but in general, for how much this retails, the pigmentation, the blendability far exceeds how much it's being sold for. The next palette I have in this project is the Danessa Myricks Lightworks Volume 3, the Experience palette. I think I used this a couple of times since the last update. I already have pan in the shadow. It's a cream shadow, and I think I was able to hit pan because it's a cream versus powder. This pan existed before I started this project. My goal was to hit pan in all the shades before rolling it out, and I think I'm going to change that goal. I don't reach for these three shades. I haven't been reaching for them. I've been going towards more the skin tone shades, these, and then sometimes I use these. My new goal for this palette is to hit pan in at least 3 shades. And after I hit pan in 3 shades, I will roll this palette out. The other palette I have in this project is the Chantecaille Hummingbird Eye Quartet Cool. I have used this a couple of times since the last update. Just these 2 shades I want to use up in this project. Interestingly, since the last update, I have found a newfound interest to use this shade. I I've only used it once since the last update, but I don't know yet. Right now the goal is to use these two up, then roll this out. But in the future, if I decide that I want to add this onto the project, then I will. So stay tuned. But I'm excited that I'm interested in that shade again. Next is the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. My shade is in 385. This already had pan before I rolled it into the project. My goal is to use it up. I've used it since the last update maybe 3 times, and I'll continue to do so. As always, not in a rush. I don't have a deadline for any of these. I will just continue this project as I see fit that suits my present lifestyle makeup wise. Next one is the Chantecaille Le Matte Stylo in Meadow Sweet. I used this once or twice since the last update. My goal is still to use it up. So that's where we are. House Labs Le Monster Lip Crayon 2.0 in Mocha Matte. Do enjoy this whenever I put it on. One of the times, this is how much left. One of the times when I had it out to apply, I think I had my mirror up and then I went to apply it and nothing was in it, and I looked around. I'm going to attempt this whole thing. I said, completing my thought, I'm going to attempt to take it out. There it is. This whole thing fell out. Thankfully, it did not fall on the carpet or anything, just somewhere safely where I wasn't concerned about debris touching it, like, you know, the carpet fuzz sticking to it. But I picked it up and put it back in here. So that's how much product actually is in it. But my goal is just to use up this knob right here where I can no longer roll it up. I have used this. I use it sometimes as a lip liner before applying a gloss, sometimes filling my whole lip before applying a gloss, or use it on its own. The goal is still to use it up. Next, I have the Lisa Eldridge Balm in a Panway. And that's how much I have in it. For a while, I did not know where this lip product was. Lost wherever it is, but I finally found it. I think I've used this a handful of times since the last update. This is not my favorite lip product from Lisa Eldridge, and I'm so grateful that I only purchased one. And once I use this up, I will not be repurchasing her Balm Embrace products. I prefer the Luxuriously Lucent lip line over these. Next one is the Viseart Moisture Boost Lip Shine in Cerise. I've used this. There's some windowing if I roll the wand. I've used this a few times. I had the Isamaya Lip Black Veil that's similar to this, not quite the same, just similar, that I've been trying to use up. So I focused more on that versus this. And now I've used that up. That was in my deck of panning project, and I'll link it here if you would like to watch that. Now that I've used that up, hopefully I will focus more on this for this type of lip, if that's what I'm looking for. Next is the Clé de Peau Radiant Corrector for Eyes in Cocoa. I forget, sometimes I have it because of the tone. I cannot use it alone, or I'm choosing not to use it alone because it does not give me the tone I would like. I sometimes mix it with some concealers to get the tone that I want, or apply it first, then apply a different concealer, different tone on top of it. I've also mixed it with my Danessa Myricks Color Fix Nude to custom create a shade for spot concealing. the goal for that is still to use it up. The last two products I actually used up. These two, Lisa Eldridge Lip Liner in Decade. I had this in this project because I have another pencil, the same shade as a backup, so I thought just you have a backup already, use this up so you can move on to that one. I've gotten to a point where I can no longer sharpen it, and if I do, I have to hold it a certain way and slowly carefully sharpen it. Also the bottom, when I got to the point of sharpening it, the bottom now moves like that. But I feel accomplished using this up. Let me go get the other pencil and show you how long the pencil usually is in relation to what it looks like now. Enhance and Define Lip Pencil. So this is the one, which I have used this one as well. I haven't sharpened it. There was a time where I reached for whichever one and used and decided I just wanted to focus on one and use it up. But this is what it looks like beside the full size. So I will say that it's done. And I think this is, gosh, I haven't used up a lip liner because it's not a product I use very often. I would like to say I use lip liners 25% of the time in my beauty routine, my makeup application. So having these and enjoying the formula, I put more of an effort in using them. I still don't use them a lot, but I still use them. I didn't use this only as a lip liner where I just line the outer parts of my lips, then apply whatever other lip product I have. Many times I used it as my actual lip shade. I filled in my whole lip and just, that was the lip shade. And it feels comfortable. I enjoy what it looks like. It reminded me, when I applied it, it reminded me of kind of the same feel and look I get from this Haus Labs. Calling this quit. I'm happy that I achieved that goal. The last product is the Auric Plush Lip Tint, Plush Ritual Tint Ceramide Lip Treatment in Ripe. Used it up. When they had their sale in November, I did and placed an order for the face palette, their new face palette. Even though I thought in the past that I wouldn't repurchase it, I really enjoy this product, but thought that I wouldn't repurchase it just because of the whole scooping out and applying. And also I have so many other lip products. I still went ahead and repurchased it because I wanted it. And I also purchased, off on a tangent, I also purchased at that time the same lip treatment, but the clear one that's in a tube. I have yet to open them and use them. I want to use up some things first, then I'll open them. But I used this up, really enjoy it, and I'm glad that I did. That is all the products that were in the project, and told you about my goals that I changed, especially for the Danessa Myricks palette. I picked out a few more products to roll into this project, and again, I'm not 100% focusing on all those products to use them up. I just have them set aside in a basket as a reminder that I would like to use them up, so I incorporate them during my makeup application. I picked out 8 products to add on to this rolling project pan the next round. I have the ColЄ Desert Date Cream Multi-Stick. This one is in June. I've had this for over a year. This is how much I have in it. I noticed that it's getting close to expiring, and it's not quite, the scent hasn't gone to the part where I'm like, ooh, I'm not using that. But I would like to add it to this project and try and use as much as I can of it before it gets to the point where I decide we're not touching that to my face or skin anymore. This is how much I've used of it. That's how much I've used of it. And this is how much that's left. And you can see the little plastic that it's in, but this is how much product's left. So my goal, if I could, I would like to use it up. I don't always wear cream blushes. Most of the time I opt for the powder because it's easy for me to just apply and go. But I do know that I've been using more cream products for that glowy skin during this fall winter season. My skin being drier, even though I have oily combination skin, I've noticed a difference due to the season. So I'm hoping because of that I will focus and use a lot of it. My goal is to use it up, but at the same time use as much as I can of it before it goes off. I have 3 fragrances here. I got these as gift for purchase whenever I shop from different retailers. They include sometimes fragrances like this, so I picked 3. The Tory Burch Cosmic Wood, that Versace Eros Energy. It's a men's fragrance, but I wear both male and female fragrance. To me, if it smells good, that's all I care about. I don't care if it smells like it smells feminine or masculine. If it smells good to me and I feel like it's something that I want to wear, I wear it. And then I have Marc Jacobs Perfect, which seems like I've used some of it already. Huda Beauty Glowish Soft Radiant Bronzing Powder in 04 Deep Tan. This is the mini size. I was really tempted to purchase a full size during her sale, up to 80% off sale. I was tempted, but then I go into my beauty capsule and my bronzer section is taking up more space than I designated for it. And I told myself, calm down, calmate, chill. You don't need it. Enjoy this bronzer, a beautiful formula. I love how it looks on my skin tone. It gives me that bronzer tone to my skin, but really enjoying it. And I am okay just using it up and calling it done. If eventually I use up all my bronzers, I will consider repurchasing it. So this is how much I have. I've hit major pan, so that's how much I have, and the goal is to use it up. Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry 1. The writing has rubbed off, but that's what it is. I decided to put it in this round because I did purchase another one during their sale, holiday sale in November. And since I have a backup, I want to focus and use this up. There is no way for me to determine how much is left in here, because once you pump it up, you cannot roll it down. It doesn't roll down, it's a pop like that. Pencil. It's a push-up wand-like packaging, if I can talk, but that's what it looks like. I do enjoy using this. I do think I'll always have this in my beauty capsule. I love the ease and the convenience of applying it versus other, like the NYX glitter glue or the Divina Specular eye glue. So where you have to apply it on a brush or your finger and apply it, which I don't have problem with those, but sometimes having something like this, the ease of just pumping it and applying it directly and I'm done, much appreciated. but I need to use this up. I would like to use it up since I have a backup. Last two products I have here are lip products. I have had one of these forever. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium. Pre-2020, 2019, I had this particular one. And once in a while, I sniff it, apply it. It's still good. This is how much I have left. Not sure why it's not going anywhere. I've used it a few times, but behind the scenes and not in a project. But that's what it looks like. This is one of my favorite lip shades. I have a gloss under. I had a gloss before I just applied it, so it looks a bit glossy. But it is a matte revolution lipstick. It's a comfortable matte. I love the shade, and the goal is to use it up. And when I do use it up, I will repurchase it in the future. Not sure when, but I do have plenty of lip products that needs to be used before repurchasing of this happens. But goal is to use it up. And the last thing I have here is Rowan Liquid Lip Balm in Jude. This is the last of the five or six that I had. There was a time where I purchased all the shades. I think by now they have new shades, but some of the original shades initially, I have had all of them before and slowly used them up. There was one for sure I know I passed on to someone because it was too light for me, for my liking preference. This one I saw in one of my backpacks and I was like, this needs to be used. I have some windowing in it already. So, and it's one of my favorite liquid lip balms. I do see myself repurchasing it sometime in the future, at least one. It's not a necessity for me. It's a want, it's a treat. So that's why sometime in the future I will repurchase it, but I'm not in a rush. Again, I have a lot of lip products to be used up, but this is what it looks like, and the goal for me is to use it up. So that is it for my rolling project pan update number 2. I debated whether or not I wanted to continue this into 2025. I knew that when I started it, I just wanted to do it for the rest of the year and see how I'm feeling. And after much reflecting, I decided, you know, I wouldn't mind having this as a constant for right now on my channel. Moving into 2025, hopefully the rest of 2025. I love this project because, at least for me, having products set aside in a basket, and when I'm getting ready, pulling out that basket and then adding other products from my beauty capsule, deciding what I want to use during that day for my makeup. But it's a visual reminder for me. Hey, let's use these. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and while you're here, if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.